So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And already we're underway here.
I think Pavel Nedved's going to have a starring role here, Peter. Being two-footed, he can operate both as a traditional and as an inverted winger. So he always offers you that option, hugging the line or coming inside.
Very versatile, isn't he?
Yeah, and then there's that trademark run from deep.
So the defence are going to have their hands full.
You can say that again.
Nedved tries to dink it through. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Saliba gets over and intercepts. Best.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He drills one in. Suarez running with the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, that's a fine interception. Looking to play him in. Best! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Looking for options for movement. Messi picks it up out wide. And it's Nedved. First quarter of an hour gone.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Best, a player who needs no introduction. And here's Hullet. Hullet. Passing is crisp and sharp. And that's gone loose. Still goalless at the moment. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Threads one in. Messi. Schmeichel claims comfortable. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Played out wide. Thuram. He's had it taken off him. Now it's Luis Suarez. Lovely feet. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Clipped into space. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Robson. Out towards the flank. Nice looking ball. Oh, he's just misjudged that one. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Messi. Best. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's neat. Rummenigge showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And he welcomes it in. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment.
Please turn towards the screen.
Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And we're underway again.
Kumamoto have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Suarez was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Nesta did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
He is through here. Shapes to shoot! Goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully. Kumamoto are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
And he was quick to react. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Mbappe. Nedved. Now, who's going to be first to this?
The attendance for this match was 29,514.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Nicely weighted ball. This looks promising. Chooses to go, and the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
That's an excellent interception. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Your impression so far, Jim?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Saliba, and that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Over to the left. Cross in, looks like a good one. So the team's separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. 1-0 the score. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's definitely not his best. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. And here's Suarez. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And that is as far as they're going to go. It's a promising position. That could spell... Chance, surely! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And one more try! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And that should get the job done. He's going for goal! And the lead stays intact, just.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Nesta wins the duel this time. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Number 13, Brian Robson. Number 14, Suarez. Coming on the field, number 22, Kaká. Number 27, Ibrahimovic.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Oh, important interception. I think we're just about done here. Chance here to counter. Maldini makes the interception. Nedved. Rummenigge. And he's picked it up out wide. Looking for the run.
2 added minutes has been
Oh,
indicated.
that was vital. Rummenigge, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Kaká with the clearance. That's that, the end. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride.
Please turn your attention.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We have already started here.
Any attack containing Raul is a frightening sight for any defence.
His record's a frightening sight.
Well, when you think about it, most of his ilk will put themselves before the team. But Raul is different and has a greater appreciation for all that and likely to put others in before himself.
And he was alert to it.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Hullet. This looks promising. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Pedri. Now it's Pelé. Messi. And here's Raul. Pelé. Oh, shooting chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Ferdinand. Looking for options for movement. And it's Messi. Decent chance! It's there! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Looking for a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Ferdinand attempts a clearance. Now it's Platini. He rises! Now, who's going to be first to this? And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Pelé. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Pull it. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's well spotted. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Hullet. Pass is just off target. Oh, nicely intercepted. And here's Suarez. Nice sequence of passes, this. And it's Michel Platini. Messi goes steaming forward. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Vieira plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Now it's Pedri. Raul. Nice interception, well timed. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. That's a cute ball. Oh, delightful ball. Oh, well played. It is a corner. It's their second corner of the game. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, easy pickings there. Nice looking ball. Raul is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace. Cafu.
And this is Pele. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Great vision, and that could set him on his way. He's got away. Ferdinand did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Messi. And here's Platini. Platini! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Platini is offering a wry smile there.
So, third corner of the game. He's got full. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And he was quick to react. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Pedri.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. So, your views on the first half?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
Leading 1-0 at the break.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 16, el dorsal 10, el dorsal 8.
There's the start of the second half.
Serán sustituidos.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Griezmann, el dorsal 9, Iniesta.
Saliba cuts out the pass. Platini. Luis Suarez pokes it out wide. He's in plenty of space here. That is good strength. Throw in. And here's Hullet. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And it's Zanetti. Iniesta. Messi does have his name on the score sheet, of course, and he's intervened well there. No, again there's no way through. Platini. Now it's Yamal. Griezmann. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Ambitious ball here. Still just a single goal between the sides. Chance here to counter. Cafu. And here's Yamal. Well, that looks a decent ball. Chance for a shot! He scored! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
You don't keep those out. He knew, he just knew.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Vieira, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
He's on it, can he get away? Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Passes coming off in quick succession here. That's a nice face-to-face with the keeper. Oh, that's a super piece of goalkeeping.
Well, his positioning was just spot on, and he made the goal look an awful lot smaller.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Delivered across. Oh, that's a key interception. Griezmann. And here's Yamal. Saliba. He's gone forward. Now he's off and running. Pinches it off him. And across it goes. And claimed it back swiftly. Just about up to 75 minutes. Yamal is always looking to play quality balls.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And here's Iniesta. Well read, and the danger is averted. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Griezmann, looking for the run. Now there's a fine ball. Yamal! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Vieira producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. No, he's overshot the green.
Cambio de jugadores.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Vieira. Just 5 minutes left. Looking for a run-up. And the keeper's there to save. Ferdinand gets good distance on it. Oh, what has happened here? It's played through for him. And a chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get in for the pieces? Rafael Leao is flagged offside.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Maldini. That has ended up in no man's land. Rafael Leao. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And that is that. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square.
Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim? Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, I think the fact that this guy, Saliba's starting, I think that indicates, Peter, you're looking to play out from the back, and he's shown to be very confident and comfortable on the ball when it comes to moving it forward. He'll see a lot of the ball, and sometimes he'll go direct from back to front.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Lovely pass, and the finish! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Straight at the keeper.
That's just literally playing into his hands.
And here's Cruyff. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Great pressure, plenty of it. And here's Suarez. Can he finish? Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Well, there's the clearance. Cruyff! In he goes again! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Tries to play it through. Best. Real chance! And it's come back out to him. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. It's their second corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. First quarter of an hour gone. Rummenigge. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority.
Oh, shooting chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Carlos actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Another corner. Any better luck this time round?
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And he's taking no chances there. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Roberto Carlos. Looking for options for movement. Best!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Robson. And he's quick to snatch it back. Luis Suarez quietly revving up. Nice control. Pullet did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Robson. And here's Suarez. Pull it. Chelsea do have a chance to counter here. Now that's well seen too. Vieira. And it's Cruyff. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. He's in a great position here. It's Luis Suarez! Oh, he's been caught napping. Takes a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! And again! And that is doing no harm at all.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Cafu. And he's managed to get rid. Rummenigge. He shifted it to the flank. Rummenigge. Pull it. And the shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. That's tidy. Out of play for a goal kick. Roberto Carlos gathers from the goal kick. There will be a throw-in. Roberto Carlos. Pass somewhat off target. Robson has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Nicely spread. He's in a good position here. Good ball, good take. Chance! Saliba clears. Best.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And that should get the job done. And we've reached half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And the second half gets underway.
Kumamoto clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
There's no flag. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And he plays one through. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Vieira plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And he welcomes it in. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And it's Messi. Great vision. Luis Suarez! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. So, third corner of the game. And he gets rid in a hurry. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Cleared without complication. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
He's through, now is he in? Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Messi, and it's made its way to him, and he's intervened well there.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
It is still anyone's game, 0-0.
Cafu.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Looking to play him in. And this is Roberto Carlos. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Messi. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Wriggles his way through. Brilliantly cut out. Bullet. Robson. Now, can they get him away? It's Luis Suarez! No mistake! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Kumamoto are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Substitution on the field. Number 19.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 10.
So the first goal of the game.
Number 9.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Coming on the
And
field.
here's Bale.
Number 22.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Platini. Substitutions taking place.
And he's in on goal. Chelsea claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Corner number 3 coming up. Extravagant effort! Oh, that was extravagant by any standard.
Well, you've got to admire the confidence, and the agility wasn't too far off either.
Into the last quarter of an hour. And here's Suarez. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Kumamoto clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0.
Cafu.
Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. And it's Ibrahimovic. Rafael Leao. Dembele does well to get it back. Oh, good spread.
This is the time you need that pace.
Thuram gets over and intercepts. Played out to the right. Bale going face-to-face with his great rival. And that is a little undercooked. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Now this could be a chance. Chance, surely! That is decidedly lacking.
Substitution on the field. Number 4.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Oh, it's Dembele. Dembele. Cruyff. Now there's a fine ball. And he was alert to it. And now they can clear their lines. I think we're just about done here.
3 minutes at a time.
It's a really well-measured ball. And the number on the board is 3. Played into space out wide. Thuram. Kaka. Now, what about a counter-attack? Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Oh, good steal. He just read it. And we're done. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal.